G'day, and welcome back to Completely Stupid, the show about stupid people doing completely stupid things with your host, me, the Australian idiot, and let's get into the clips. Here we have an unhappy Chipotle customer because the bottom of their bowls is looking very dirty, to say the least, because obviously his benches aren't being properly cleaned between food scraps getting everywhere.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about how the bottom of my container was dirty.
I'll give you your tips.
Thank you. Like, y'all treating me like I'm coming here and getting food for free. I'm paying for it. So treat me like a customer.
34.
The hell? And the kids cup.
I'll give it to you right now. I don't know what you're paying with. I'm just waiting for you to see what you're paying with.
The last customer, you bagged their stuff up and then they paid. But with me, you have an attitude. Why is it because I'm black?
No.
Okay then. I'm a customer, so treat me like one. Just because I asked you to wipe the bottom of my container, you have an attitude? He should clean his station up after each. Look at that shit. That looks crazy. And my food rubbed across that, and you have a problem with it.
It didn't rub across.
Yes, it did. Why does it look like this? And I just wiped it off. It looks like this. Should the bottom of my container look like that? You're telling me this is okay?
It's fine.
No, it's not.
Ma'am, I can remake your food.
No, you don't have to remake my food, but she shouldn't treat me like that because I'm complaining about something.
I understand. I'm sorry about
And then she's telling me to pay for something before she even put my stuff in the bag. She shoved everything over to me and told me to bag my own shit.
I didn't tell you to bag your own.
What does it mean when you push my shit over here and then push the
Did I
bag
not
like this?
bag
And then I
your-
asked you for the chips, everything else, and you had an attitude. Yeah, if I was white or Spanish, you wouldn't be acting like that. Like, I shouldn't have to raise my voice to get good customer service.
Anything else?
The kids cup. Fucking attitude.
My god, that the bottom of that bowl is not good. Like that looks like some of my Lego sets that have built sitting caked with dust. Like I picked them up and like the top is just caked in dust in like that similar fashion. Where she's like, there's this line of caked up junk just from it being pushed across. Like, it's insane. Like, how is it that bad to be able to be so visible like that? Like, little bits of scraps, like, let's say a touch of sauce getting on the bottom of the bowl because it got spilled just recently. Whatever. I don't think that particularly matters. But no. The bottom of that bowl looks so bad. It's not even funny. This clip is the ultimate example of why you should never go to a sketchy used car lot.
I'm being no, you can't burn it for half his money, bro. What is that? That's not even enough to buy another car. And that's not my problem, man. That's not my problem. I have to keep what I paid for. I have to keep what I paid for. You press on the gas, the throttle goes out. The whole car goes dead. The car has warranty. The car has warranty. It's a 13-year-old car. The warranty is not gonna. The warranty gonna cover it. We paid
the
for
warranty
it.
will not cover it.
Who told you that?
If he calls the warranty right now, they're gonna say, "Oh, we don't cover that." Something.
Who told you that?
All the warranties do that.
What warranty you
How
talking
much
about?
money is that?
15.
What's he gonna do with $1,500?
So what? You want me to pay from my own
He
pocket?
only had the car for 2 days.
But what I paid for it, I paid the registration, I paid the lender fees. That's good. I returned it. That's good that I returned it.
You're still gonna make money off it, bro.
I'm not gonna.
Whether
make
you
money.
give him all his money back or
I have
not.
to hold the car for 21 days. You know that?
You said you had another buyer.
I have another buyer, but I can't sell it right now. I have to hold the car for 21
Bro,
days.
you gotta give him at least 2K, bro, so you can buy this other car, bro.
Bro,
How's
bro,
he gonna do anything with
look,
it?
I can't do better than this. I can't.
You have to, bro. You have to help him.
I'm helping.
You have to, bro.
I'm helping.
You're taking half his money for 2 days?
Yeah.
You don't, how
This
do you
is
have to
what I
pay
paid for.
$1,700 to approve a loan? That don't even make sense.
I would hope that most people already understood that there's always a lot of sketchy things going on with some used car lots, and you should probably look further into it and see any history that they potentially may or may not have as a car, like when this type of thing, if anyone's had issues with them in the past or something along those lines. Here's a fun one here. The TikToker behind this clip lives in an apartment complex and they have security cams watching their front door because they've had a few packages stolen. Anyway, with this footage that they have, they caught one of their neighbors red-handed stealing one of their packages. So here's how this goes next.
Yeah, well, your nephew clearly doesn't. Loser. Steal another package, see what happens. He won't come next time. Loser. Just go back inside. Loser. 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 I bet you
I
can't.
work hard for where
Loser.
I stay
Tell
at.
him to steal another package.
I work
Tell him to
hard
see what
for where I
happens.
stay at.
Tell him to see what
I work
happens.
hard for where I stay at.
Clearly you
have
don't.
time.
You ain't
I
gonna
don't
live here
have
much
time.
longer.
See, I'm gone 24/7.
You ain't gonna live here much longer, you bum.
Broken Arrow Police Department. Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, so I'm Officer Vic with the Broken Arrow Police Department. The reason why I was called over here is your neighbors over here had a package taken, and somebody in a blue hoodie yesterday walked in, took their kitty. Walked over, grabbed the package, and walked right back in. So they're just wanting their package back.
I wasn't home yesterday and everybody left, so I'm not sure. I don't know about a package being took. I've had packages brought to my house. I could pull up on my phone, but I didn't.
Well, they had video footage, and it clearly shows somebody coming out, collecting the package.
Well, I wasn't home. What I'm saying is I wasn't here. I left yesterday and went grocery shopping. Nobody lives here but me and my daughter. I do have company,
Okay.
but I'm not sure.
Let me just preface this with, after I spoke with the package owner, they don't want a police report, they don't want to do anything, they just want their package back.
Yeah, what
So
I'm
they were
saying is
able to
I
get-
don't steal packages. I make money. I'm a dancer. I make money. So I could pull out a bankroll right now. Like, that's not
that's not
an
a big-
issue. I don't steal packages.
So is anybody here that has dreadlocks?
No.
Okay.
Nobody lives here with dreadlocks. Nobody lives here with dreads. It's just me and my
Well, let me throw this at you, okay? So, if nobody else is here that could have taken the package, even though we've seen it on footage, I've seen it on footage, walk it right back in here.
Okay.
We're going to go to the front office and start the eviction process on you guys. So.
Eviction for what? I didn't do anything wrong. I wasn't even here.
Well, they're going to file a police report with me.
What I'm saying is I don't have I haven't seen a package today.
Okay.
There's nobody here with dreadlocks. Everybody that was here yesterday left. It's me and my daughter.
Okay, can you call somebody and say, hey?
Yeah, I can call. I can definitely do that, but you don't have to threaten me with an eviction when I've done nothing wrong. I don't have dreads.
They came straight into your apartment, so I don't know.
What is with some people's excessive need when it comes to their first form of defense against them stealing something is to say that I don't need to steal stuff. I'm rich. I make money from dancing. I do this. I do that. This is how I get money. I can get a bank loan. It's like, why is that your first thought of defensiveness? To brag about having money. That doesn't help you in this situation, especially considering when the police officer points out to you they have footage of someone going out of your apartment, grabbing the package and going right back in your apartment. I don't think things can get much more simpler or obvious than just that information alone. I don't know what to tell you here, but if you keep you're going along this road going, I don't know, I didn't do anything, it's not my problem. And then of course the moment that the possibility of her getting evicted gets mentioned, she's now immediately being even more defensive than before. It's like, why am I going to be evicted? I didn't do anything. Just don't threaten me like that. It's just oh man. Yeah, it may not have been you directly, but you probably know who did it, but considering that you probably have information on knowing what actually happened here, and now that there's a possibility you might get evicted, you probably want to figure that out ASAP, because that might become a bigger problem than what you thought it would have been in the first place. Here we are in an extended stay hotel / motel. I've never known the difference between the two. Someone can inform me in the comments. And this guy here is complaining about how everyone keeps talking mad crap about him. But apparently, he's the source of his own problems, as he's the one who's been continuously attempting to pit everyone else at this extended stay place against each other, and here it is, backfiring.
I don't talk about none of y'all. Texting my phone. People texting my phone saying this, that. I don't even know, mother. Man, you keep talking about how tough they is. Call me. And keep my y'all. I got kids older than all y'all. I don't them games. You shouldn't have said it.
It's true.
It's not true.
You want me to call him right now?
You can call him and ask him what he told me.
You lie about everything.
Man, I don't have to lie about nothing. I don't have to lie about nothing. I don't know you. I'm not trying to none of y'all and none of that.
And he can take that as
He came in here with the hate shit.
yeah, nobody can never sound like that. Don't do that in front of my son. Don't do that in front of my daughter. Because shit can go left real quick. This should be surrounded by women, so they're that serious. He need to go. They need to come out. He's the problem.
Apparently someone went to the lengths of ripping their mirrors off their car, which is kind of wild to say the least, but I suppose it's really just simple. You reap what you sow. He's been busy sowing all this chaos, and now here he is coming to reap all that chaos, except it's now going after him. Whoopsies. Here we got a funny group of characters arguing in the middle of the street. We have no idea what happened prior to the recording in order to understand why this incident has occurred, but hey, we can lavish in the fun of what stupidity is about to occur.
I'm not Jessica. I don't give a.
What do you got to say, Lisa?
I said, you bitch, go.
Go, take care of your daughter.
You bitch, leave.
You can't. This is my property right here.
This is a street. You don't own the street, sweetheart.
Okay, but
you don't own the
over
street.
here.
You don't own the street. You want to put your hands on me?
Stop right here. I own this.
Yeah, you don't own the
that.
street. You don't own the
that.
street.
I own that. Step right there.
You're threatening me?
We're not doing this.
You're threatening me?
Stop bringing her over.
You're threatening me?
Stop bringing her over here.
She just talked to her goddamn case manager. Who told me to come here?
Who are you talking to?
Who told me to come here?
Who? I'm not Jessica. I'm not Carrie. I'm not your kid.
Are you threatening me?
I'm not your kid.
Are you threatening me?
Do you know a threat?
You need to create some
A
distance.
threat?
Hey, you need
No,
to create
y'all
some
need to
distance.
create some. This is my property. Get in your car
This is not
and
your
buy.
property.
Did you call
This is
buy?
not your property.
Buy. This is my
This is-
property.
no, you
This
don't.
mine.
No, you don't.
Mine. Buy.
is yours.
Buy. Good day. The tree is on the porch.
That's not her tree.
The tree on the porch. Bye.
Let us stand there and look stupid.
Bye.
Oh, I don't look
They
stupid.
didn't help you the first time.
Jessica's about to lose her license.
Call.
You just cost Jessica her license.
So, multiple things here. First off, why does that guy sound like he smokes like 20 packs of cigarettes a day? Like, that voice is so croaked out, it's not even funny, but you do you, man. You're probably gonna, like, wow. And then we have this woman who's in the middle of the road who's saying that this is her property when it's not, it's the middle of the road, you know, and then points to the public easement saying, now that's my property, come over here and then I'll do something. And it's just like, again, that's public easement because, you know, there's a footpath there that's been put in by whomever puts them in that area. I'm not 100% sure because it changes so much state per state, but you know, people are allowed to walk on that footpath. That's not the end of the world either. And the guy in the background with his tie-dye jumpsuit is just egging on the fight by the sounds of it. He's really not contributing anything major. This all just seems like a massive mess that is ultimately unneeded, and again, we lack the context of what actually happened prior to the recording here to know why this occurred in the first place, but doesn't stop it from being funny. Here we have someone trying to get a refund on something or another and is going the absolute worst way about doing it.
Give me my money now, money. Give me my money and my drink. Give me now. You're gonna have a big mess to clean up all kinds. Lock me up. Give me my so I can leave, bitch. Give me my now, bitch. Money. Give me my money and my drink. Give me now. You're gonna have a big mess to clean up all. Where I got a little pump. Okay, keep the money, keep the change.
Yes, because screaming and yelling at the employee when you don't get your way, trashing the store as much as you can is a very interesting choice because it totally won't, they totally don't have cameras that have watched this entire move. It totally won't, I don't know, come and backfire in your face when the police find out who you are and, I don't know, charge you for some things. I don't know, maybe with a bit of rage there was not worth it. I don't know. In this clip, we've got a guy who is pretty much coming to check out of his hotel, and apparently earlier one of the hotel staff members came up to his door, knocked on his door about 15-ish minutes before close time, before the checkout time, like, hey, make sure to check out soon, cool beans, to make sure they didn't get a late fee. Apparently they mocked him afterwards, and well, now we have this thing happening. Here we go.
Alright, who's the boss? Who's the manager? You the manager? You the manager.
Yeah, can I help you?
You're the manager. Who is the just knocking on my door?
That That was me.
That was you, and you were the one who was mocking me because I heard you mocking me at.
Because
Really? So that's how you do business. You mock your customers.
I was coming down there.
If I tell you, what time is
to
checkout?
keep you from getting extra late charge.
No, I'm not going to do that.
After 11 o'clock.
You see, I'm an elite diamond member.
After
So
11 o'clock.
you see, I'm an elite member. I'm a diamond member, and they don't. I get late checkouts.
Well, okay.
And because
after 11 o'clock.
Because I'm an elite
you
member, I
get
live
a
in your
late
hotels.
charge.
You see, no, I don't. You see, because I'm a diamond member.
Well,
and I get.
The choice system.
Yeah, I don't need. And if I tell you to go away, what does that mean? Okay, how do I get a hold of your boss?
I'm trying to
How do I get a hold of your boss?
To you.
How do I get a hold of your boss?
Yeah, you want to talk to my boss? My boss is right here.
Your boss?
Right,
you're on the phone. Is that okay? You're on the phone right now. That's your sister. Your sister's the boss. Yeah. How do I get a hold of the owner of the store?
Well, sorry, you're not going to get a hold of the owner.
Really? You're not going to allow me? So you're going to
stand up here and do this? I will call the cops and have
You're going to call the cops?
Yes, I will.
You're going to call the cops because you harassed me one day.
I'm not going to stand here and do this to you. You're a grown-ass man. Take your stuff and check out. Go. I'm not going to do this.
You're kicking me out there. And this is the kind of customer service that you can expect at a choice.
I will call the cops and have you escorted out of here.
Because you got me out of there.
I will call the cops and have you escorted out of here.
Why?
Because you're coming down here causing issues.
Yeah, you're causing an issue with me. This is how you do business at a choice hotel.
To be courteous to you.
And then when I told you, that I didn't need you, I don't need a late charge. I don't get late fees.
You could have said that. You could have said that instead of being rude.
I don't have to be any other thing. I told you
from the get-go.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I tell you to leave me alone.
You gotta give it.
No.
Yes.
What I do is I give you.
How was you was raised not to give people respect?
Respect.
That's how you were raised.
It's not respectful.
You were raised
it's
not
not
to give
respectful
people respect?
to mock me when I tell you to leave me alone.
Well,
I tell you to leave me alone.
No,
That's absolute.
I wasn't mocking you. They were.
You mocked me.
No.
You said I heard when I said go away.
What was said,
when I said
and I
go
told
away.
them what you said to me. That's what I was doing.
All right, YouTube. This is the kind of customer service that you can expect when you do business at the Comfort Inn and Suites in Elk City, Oklahoma.
Yep.
This is what you get.
Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
This is the kind of attitude that you're gonna get.
No, you don't. That's what you get when you come at me being rude, and I'm trying to be courteous to you.
You were rude for me the moment that you knocked on the door and I called you and said, "What time is checkout?" What time is checkout?
Checkout is at 11.
And what time did you knock on my door?
15 minutes before 11.
15? No, it was actually 20 minutes before 11. It was at 10:42.
It was
at 10:42.
Well,
it was
my
18
clock
minutes.
said 10:45.
Okay, well, the phone is set to the atomic clock, and every clock is the same.
And I was on my phone.
What time is checkout? What time is checkout?
It's at 11 o'clock. I was trying to be courteous.
You weren't being courteous. And had you not mocked me, had you not mocked me,
I wasn't
had you not mocked me, I heard you mock me. I heard you mock me.
Okay.
When I say leave me alone, you leave me alone. That's it. I'm the customer. I live and exclusively use choice hotels.
You can't hear the conversation that was going on. Somebody asked me what he said.
Okay.
I said, he said,
your boss, the owner of this store, is going to see this, and they're going to see what you did. Choice hotels. I'm going to
be sure to let the owners know exactly what
Good.
happened.
I want to talk to them. Are you going to?
Because the owners don't put up with customers like this. Go away.
Yes, I said. There you go. There you go.
Yes.
That's the kind of customer service that you can. She just mocked me again. I got you on video mocking me.
Fine. Okay. Hi. Hi.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi. Now you can go, or you can be escorted out by our police officers.
Please, there you go.
Yes,
start brushing up on your resume, sweetheart.
Okay.
You're about to find another job.
Okay, bye.
I'm sorry, you're just a prick. There's not much more to me, really. From just watching over this clip a few times, just trying to really make sure I get the information correct. Apparently the story is going that she came up to your room roughly 18 minutes before the checkout time, knocked on your door, and said that, hey, make sure you come out soon because so you don't get a late fee or something along those lines, and your words is go away. And so, according to what you heard, she apparently then mocked what you said, but what she's saying is the other person that's there with her asked what he said because they didn't hear it, and so she repeated what you said. Either way, I don't see that this warrants this type of response, especially how you've come down to treat this entire situation. And then furthermore to brag about, oh, but I'm a diamond member, I won't get late fees. Okay, then why didn't you say that beforehand? Why was your initial reaction like, hey, hey, he's just like, go away. And so he just said, it's fine, I've got a dime card, I will be down soon, but I won't get a late fee. Or something along those lines. It's like, it just sounds a bit ridiculous how you've chosen to handle this entire situation, especially by immediately being up in arms and going after their throats, just immediately, not even trying to find out the situation properly, you just want to immediately go into attacking them. Is just ridiculous. Here we find out what happens after a flight gets cancelled when these people have been waiting for over 24 hours since the flight was first delayed.
Shut up and let me finish.
Shut up. I got it. That you said we should shut up.
I want to see what you do.
Yeah, get the out of here.
Yeah, I want to see what you do.
Get the He's telling us to shut up. After we've been here, we cancel hours. We missed the deadline. You can't bully people. No. You can't bully him. Yeah. He's a class
Ladies and
you can't bully people like that. Come on. Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, I understand that you have been waiting a very long time. I understand that you are very upset. This is
What we can do is give you guys hotel vouchers for your overnight.
Well, why did you leave it in the morning in the first place? 9 a.m. we were in, you kicked us out. You could have offered hotel right there. It was 4 hours past that time. What was the situation?
People with kids and babies. Come on.
This is not right. It's not done here. I want to leave tonight.
We are under the mercy of what the plan is hired. We are just given the instructions of what.
So whoever's giving instructions, bring that guy here. Bring that guy here.
They're in Dallas. So you want me to bring them in? They're in Dallas. We need a doctor.
Somebody. This is what's happening.
It's been over 24 hours.
40 hours.
It's been over 24 hours. Give him room. Give him room. Give him room.
911. Don't get close. She needs to breathe. Oh my God.
I think this comes down to one very big thing. To me, if you are the one who's making a decision to cancel the flight, you should also be the one to go out there and tell everybody about that. Especially if it's been several hours, heck, even almost a day, because this is going to happen. People are going to be pissed off by no means, because there are now many other things that are stacking on top of the fact that you've just cancelled their flight after waiting 24 hours. Not only were they already going to have to deal with the potential late fee of checking in way later than what they were initially meant to do for a hotel, because not all hotels do have this, but some hotels have a late check-in fee, especially if you're a day late or something along those lines. Some of them can have just an additional fee on top of the check-in on the hotel thing itself because you've checked in late. And then now you've cancelled their flight on them 24 hours after it was meant to be in the air in the first place. Now they're late to certain functions, they're late to this, they're late, like, it's just such a whirlwind of screw around for all of these people. If you're the one who's made the decision to cancel a flight after this long, you should also be the one to go out there and explain it. Not your staff members, because they shouldn't have to deal with the shit that's about to be flung. You should. Apparently, prior to this clip, there seems to be some issues where apparently the server treated this guy's son like a bit of garbage, potentially. Don't have any evidence for that. As well as there's been a few other issues when it comes to this server. So, this is the father's response to this entire situation.
Shut the up, bitch! Get the out my face! Get your dumbass bitch under control, do it that way. Maybe I won't that one.
We're gonna pack up our food, but I need the manager to know what happened. No, yeah, it's all needs to go from there.
Why were you bothering without her? You're rude to my son, and you don't want me to be rude back? Bullshit! You said he needs a mask.
Oh, yeah, because
the way you said it with your demeanor, you could just be like, and a whole lot of other ways, and just whatever. Just get out of my face. I've had enough today, all right? Get out of my face. You want me here, bro, and I'll pay you for your food. Do not put the appetizer. They came with the food. Appetizer, doesn't appetizer come before the food? Not with your food? I'm just saying. I know you ain't getting paid $50 an hour, but goddamn, it's not always about the money.
Alright, sir. I'll get you guys a zone.
Yeah. And you can shut your mouth too.
Okay, sir. I need you to stop talking to my circuit like that.
But then give me some bosses.
No, you're
I work hard for my money just like you do.
Okay.
And I deserve to have a decent meal.
Okay, you're on paying for your guys' bill. I just need you guys to leave. You guys take your food and you guys can leave.
Now, I guess it depends on how much is the quote treating your son like garbage actually means in this situation. Whether that means that, no, they've been complete and utter assholes towards your son, being highly disrespectful. Okay, I can understand your response to this. But then when the manager comes out to see what in the world's going on, maybe tone it down when you're going after them. Maybe speak more calmly towards them and help them understand the situation, not just scream and shout at them too. Maybe that's not how you handle that. I don't know. I'm not a parent, so I don't have that. I don't know what it's like for that type of thing, and I know that there's always going to be that inherent thing. Like if someone treats your child like garbage, you're going to respond in very protective ways. I get that. I don't know if this is how I would have handled it. We have the group that is going into a hairdresser to get a haircut, and it turns out this person isn't exactly a fan of the people who may or may not have come from across a southern border in a certain country. I mean, why am I referencing that way? So here comes this beautiful clip.
Across the border, you know? People coming across the border, I don't know where you're from. I don't know where you come from.
I am Honduras.
I know, but how do I know you didn't just come across the border? The southern border. I'm not, I know cut migrants. No, I'm not going to call, no migrants. Okay? Okay? You have to understand. Okay? Okay? All right. No corte, pelo, no.
No hay inmigrantes.
No inmigrantes.
What?
No hay inmigrantes.
Did you come across the border, the southern border?
Ah.
From Honduras?
Honduras.
Recently? Recently?
No, but me come here when we have
yeah, visa?
Yeah.
Visa?
Yes. I have license.
You have citizen?
Yeah.
Can you show me?
I have in my car.
Pero ¿por qué le van a enseñar si ella no es de inmigración?
Pero ella tiene una
Pero no te la puede pedir porque ella no es de inmigración, no es una autoridad. Okay.
You know, up to a certain point, you had some form of plausible deniability of this entire event. But then the moment you said, I don't cut migrants' hair, is the moment where you just had full-blown racism inside, like, it's just in general, full-blown racism. Heck, if these people were willing to bring it up to some form of police force or some form of court of law, I'm 90% sure you can actually get in a fair bit of trouble because you're not refusing to service someone in explicit reason because of their race. And you have no way to deny that fact now because you explicitly said in this recording that you don't cut migrants' hair. Like, at least up until you said that, you had some form of plausible deniability that a majority of places will have in instances like this. Especially with a majority of other clips we've watched over the past way too long. A lot of those businesses have some form of plausible deniability about what happened. You don't, because you were recorded on film directly saying you won't serve them because they're migrants. And there's no other reason for it. Smart 101. Here we have another power-tripping police, which you might say is a bit of an exaggeration, but I just implore you to watch this clip first.
Officer, I will
I am not going to step outside your house.
You do not have a warrant to be inside of my house.
I'm not inside your house. Okay?
You're inside of my house.
Let me tell you why I'm right here.
Because you walked in.
No, because they opened the door and ran from me.
And
That's
I'm
why.
telling you, I am the adult
and I'm
here.
telling
This
you
is my home.
that now that I'm inside your house, I own your house right now.
You do not.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Budster claimed he owned this house now because he does. I don't even know how we even get here. Buddy, if you A, don't have a warrant to go into the house for any reason, and then you haven't been called over for potential abuse claims, and you can't go into the house without their permission, period. There is nothing more to that. Like, it's one of those things that you don't have a good reason to come in here, aside from that you just want to force your way in because a minor closed the door on you. Like, you're just power tripping asshole. Here we have someone who really wants a certain car park, but rather than just move on and go find another one, they decide to block the road and cause a scene. Here's the clip.
Make her understand that you're gonna book your fees and park. Perfect.
There's like a million spots.
Exactly. I don't know why they're fighting.
Literally, you guys could go to like a million other spots. So then go. It seems like you right now are blocking both of them, girl. You got kids in the car. Quit causing a scene. Be an adult.
Probably just wasted more time doing whatever the hell that was and what would have happened if you just went to a car park a little further away in the car parking lot and just walked a little further. But hey, I suppose these people don't really realize that. Also, there's a bit of a pride junk going on here. When the local crazy lady is somewhat helpful.
Get out of here! Right now, I'm gonna wait you. Give me a cup.
A cup?
Give me a cup.
I don't got a cup. Oh, come with you.
I'm crazy, go. Who just be I'm not playing. He's gonna get you in trouble, bro. Wait. Okay. Get out! He's gonna get you in trouble, Bob.
I have no idea what these people are supposedly doing in the bathrooms, but obviously something they probably shouldn't have been doing if the employee doesn't actually care to help out in the situation. So that's kind of funky. Here the Karen, for some reason or another, is upset at these kids for playing basketball in this, what looks to be a park area. So she does what every self-respecting Karen does and takes the basketball for herself.
What's your license plate? No, it's... That's not your ball! That's his ball! That's from my house! We don't know who the your son? Who was your son? You just can't randomly come up to us and take our ball and say who the is your son? What's his name? Who's your son?
Why tell me your license plate is?
No, where's your son? Who's your son?
Where did you this come from?
He bought that shit! What are you on? This is our ball, you thief ass. Thank you. Fat troll looking ass bitch. Thank you, ma'am. She's trying to help us. She's trying to help us.
Trying to help us, bro. Chill.
If you're trying to help us, my fault. But she a bitch.
She can't come on this property.
I know. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you. I thought you were yelling at us too. I apologize.
No, she needs to know. That's okay. I was gonna record her.
We did. It's fine.
I don't get why people always think this is the way to approach this type of situation. Regardless of whether the kids are in the wrong or not, stealing the thing that is theirs is the worst way to go about it, because it almost guarantees that they're not going to treat you with any form of respect when it comes with handling you in this situation. So this is so what you don't do. Just go in there, yoink the ball, just to stop them from doing whatever in the world they're doing. It's only going to cause issues. And what do you know? It caused issues. They whacked the ball out of your hands because, you know, it's not your ball. It's their ball. And other people, other adults went off at you for just handling that in the way you did. This person was out getting their nails done in a certain nail salon, and in the middle of doing that, decided to leave and go elsewhere in order to apparently get money out. It turns out that when the person who was doing her nails followed her to wherever she was going to order some food. Weird.
Ma'am, you need to come back and pay. Or I'm gonna have to post you on the internet. Like, I'm serious. You need to come back and pay. You cannot get served and walk out my shop like that.
I didn't get nothing free.
No, ma'am. I can fix your nail. No, you're gonna have to come back and pay. I'm gonna post you on the internet. I'm serious. You're stealing from my business.
No, I'm not stealing from your business.
Yeah, so why didn't you pay? Why didn't you pay when you walk out my shop? Why didn't you pay?
I told you why when I left.
No, I don't trust you. You need to come back and pay, or I'm gonna post you up. And Elgin is small. It's only $20, $30 to pay, to do the right thing. You get served and you walk out.
I said, okay, but I'm not gonna talk to you here because this is...
No, you did not talk to me at my business. I asked you nicely to pay. I was polite to you. You walk out. And you think I'm not gonna follow you. This lady gets served in my business and she should walk out. And she over here ordering pizza.
Yes, because that was especially wise going, yeah, I'm going to go get some money out of the ATM. Like, it's one of those things where would you want to make sure they had money first before you did their nails, but I also get the idea of not worrying about that too much. I don't know. Interesting thing there, but it's quite funny. If you're trying to run away from paying your bills, you don't hang around in the same complex where you're going to be followed by the person you failed to pay bills to, only for them to catch you going to buy something else instead, which is kind of funny and very, very stupid. First up, we have a very intriguing traffic stop. Now, we have no idea why the traffic was these guys were stopped in the first place. It's not context we get given here. And ultimately speaking, it doesn't matter too much because these police officers decide to go on about how these pills are not allowed to be within reach of drivers because they're narcotics. I'll just let you watch the clip here.
So, I'm going to explain this very quickly. If you don't unlock this door, you'll be charged with obstruct police. Okay?
I have.
The door was open, and now you locked it.
I have a video.
In plain sight, she had pills in the door.
So that's my pills, though.
Okay, that doesn't make a difference. To the driver.
Pardon me?
It's accessible to the driver. So under the law, if it's accessible to
this
the
is
driver,
my van, though.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
She is driving the vehicle.
No, it's my vehicle, though.
Then we're going to charge you with obstruct as well. So you need to open the door for us. Otherwise, we're going to have to take you out of the vehicle in a way you won't like. So
why? What did I do?
The window will be smashed, and you will be taken out of the vehicle unless you unlock the window. Unlock the door.
Okay, but what do you need the door unlocked for, though?
I can't hear you. I'm sorry. What?
Why do you need the door unlocked?
Because we need to find out what those pills are.
Oh, they're mine, though.
It doesn't matter.
So you're just going to look at the name?
Okay, if you don't open the door, man.
No, I'm just asking. Are you just going to look at the name on them?
Your vehicle is also going to be impounded, and you're going to be stuck here.
No, I'm just asking. Are you just going to look at the name?
Sorry?
Are you just going to look at the name, like the bottle?
Absolutely.
Oh. That's all you have to say. Those are my pills.
Okay. And what's your name, sorry?
Ashley.
No. Ashley?
Yeah? What do you mean, no? Those are mine.
I got that, but these are gabapentin.
Those are gabapentin, though.
She has cancer.
I got that, but these cannot be within reach of the driver.
They're what in the reach?
Your car smells like weed.
How does it smell like
Your car
weed?
smells like weed. So that is right in the cup holder, or the
Yeah,
door handle
'cause
as a driver. That's the driver position of the vehicle. That is right there.
Because they switched spots before we drove in.
We're just switching because I was tired.
But so then you were driving then.
Yeah, I was
and then it's still
driving.
within reach of a driver.
But I have
It doesn't-
cancer. I have colon cancer. I'm terminal, and that's why I have all these pills.
But you cannot have medication like that. That's within reach
I
of a
know.
driver.
I have medication all over because I had cancer and I had to have access to it. I just got discharged from the hospital.
Okay. When did you get discharged from the hospital?
Like a week ago, and that's why I have all these pills. Like I was supposed to get more, and I have
hospital?
Thunder Bay
Thunder Bay
Regional.
Okay.
And I have it from my pain doctor, Dr. Bizanson. He's the one who prescribed me all these pills, and I just picked them up, and that's why we have them in my vehicle.
I'm not disputing that, but you need to understand something. You cannot have these anywhere that is accessible.
But it's my vehicle, though. Like, where would I put it? Where am I going to put
it? Trunk then.
Why? I have to have it on my person.
That is so stupid. What? I'm sorry, but what?
Because I have to take them all the time. I take them 3-4 times a
Where I let
day.
you talk, but you don't let me
No,
talk.
but I'm just saying I have to take them
Okay, so you
3-4
said
times a
that.
day.
Now listen, stop talking and listen to me. If you don't want to get stopped here, you're going to listen to me, okay?
You cannot have a narcotic within reach of anybody in the front seat, driver's seat of the vehicle.
Well, I did not know that. Like, can I just have my pills in?
But it doesn't, you cannot claim ignorance.
I'm not claiming ignorance because it's my vehicle.
Listen,
I was just
Claim
driving.
ignorance, just like you cannot claim ignorance if you didn't know that you can't kill someone.
I wasn't.
You can't have open alcohol. You can't have narcotics in the front seat.
It's not narcotic. I was driving, and I have
Gabapentin is a
cancer,
narcotic.
though. I just told you.
It doesn't matter. So you're driving under the influence of narcotics? Is that what you're telling me?
No, because
You
I'm
told me you
not
have to take
driving.
me-
Yeah,
Right.
and I have
But you
to.
told me you were driving. You got tired. You switched. You told me you have to take these 3 times a day.
Yeah, I do, and then it says right on the pill bottle.
Gotcha.
And it doesn't affect my driving.
Gabapentin doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
Not when you have colon cancer and you're terminal.
I understand. It doesn't matter whether you have cancer. Cancer doesn't improve your
Yeah,
driving
it does.
Cancer improves your driving
No.
ability? It makes you a better driver?
It just
If
doesn't.
you were in
Those
possession-
pills don't affect me,
But
though.
I have no proof that you were the one taking them. I have no proof that she
Those
wasn't
are my pills.
It's probably the first time in a very long time I've actually interjected into a clip, because usually what I do is I watch through the entire clip, gather my thoughts, and then talk about it. What you heard just before in the middle of that clip was my genuine reaction to hearing what was said prior to that. So let's fill you in with some context for those you don't know. Now, I think the first thing to get out of the way, gabapentin may cause vision changes, clumsiness, unsteadiness, dizziness, drowsiness, sleepiness, or trouble with thinking. But it's one of those things where it isn't straight up you can't drive with it. It's more of a make sure you understand how your body reacts to this medicine before you drive. You're still allowed to drive when you have this in your system, by from what I can read. And furthermore, to that, if you don't know what gabapentin is, it's a anticonvulsant medication primarily used to treat partial seizures and necropathic pain. It is commonly used medication for the treatment of necropathic pain caused by diabetic nephropathy, post-energetic neuralgia, and central pain. I butchered every single one of those words, and you can't tell me otherwise. But this just seems so ridiculous to me. And then from what I can, it seems to be one of those situations where, yeah, in theory, this can get you in a lot of crap in America, but at the same time, it's very ridiculous. And then furthermore to that, I'm just listening to this whole thing. If it was some form of prescription weed or alcohol, whatever, fair enough, makes sense. But this is pills, and these are prescription drugs that, at least via what is known, what I can gather on them, it's kind of one of those things where they are side effects that could affect your driving, but it's one of those things where you just need to know how your body reacts to it, and once you know that, you should be fine, kind of deal. And also, I loved the brief moment when the guy decided to try and find another way to continue this mess and saying, why does your car smell like weed? I'm glad that this was completely thrown out the window very quickly by them, and they decided to not pursue that further, because that's usually what I've seen police officers do in America when they have nothing else they can really use against someone. They just want to try and have the ability to search someone's car for no reason, which is ridiculous in the first place. This entire thing was just, what the hell are you doing? So the story behind this clip here is that the person recording here was chilling out in the jacuzzi on his own, in the communal jacuzzi, the one for the complex, when a group of girls joined him in the jacuzzi. They weren't talking, they weren't really doing too much, they were just chillaxing, enjoying their time, relaxing. That is until the boyfriend of one of the girls, the extraordinarily insecure one at that, came out and attempted to start some shit with the guy in the jacuzzi.
So I live in building 10. There's this girl boyfriend coming up to the pool starting problems. I live in building 10. If he put his hands on me, I'm recording this.
He's not going to.
I'm not playing, bro. I came over here to relax because I'm going through shit. I'm not finna let nobody come my day up, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
My day up, bro.
Bro, that's your problem, bro. I don't know you, bro. I don't know her. You came over here and said I'll her day up. I'm recording this for my safety. There's a camera and my aunt is standing up there. Exactly.
Go home.
Yeah, exactly. So if anybody put their hands on me, I'm not, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Did nothing. And shut up. No. Close your mouth. No.
I'm telling you, bro.
He didn't do anything.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm recording this, bro. I'm not playing, bro. I'm not playing, bro. I'm not scared of no jail, bro. I'm not scared of no prison. I'm not scared of none of that shit. I'm not finna let nobody come over here and start problems with me when I didn't do a damn thing. So I'm gonna record this shit right here. I'm gonna record this shit. No, I didn't do a damn thing. No. Why the f you gotta tell me she got a boyfriend? I don't know her. She was looking for you. That's why I'm recording this, bro. I'm gonna record this shit, bro, because let something happen to me, bro. It's gonna be a fucking problem, bro. I promise you, all my people's gonna come down, bro. I swear to God, bro. My family, my auntie just passed away, bro. I gotta go through this.
If you're a man, you would understand where I'm coming from.
Bro, no, I can't understand where you coming from, bro. I can't, bro.
You're just trying to play right now, bro.
Do I need to call your mother?
Bro,
I'll call your mother. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm recording this for my safety.
If you really were a man, you would understand where I'm coming from, bro.
Shut up, Diego. Get out of here.
You want me to leave?
Yes.
She's arguing.
So your day up, bro?
What about my day, dude?
Hey, bro, I'm already past that, bro.
What about my day? Get out of here. Leave.
You want me to leave?
Yes, I do.
Are you serious?
Leave.
You want me to leave?
My aunt was just recording this, so I'm recording this.
I promise, you're good.
You're not gonna ask me.
Look at now he's recording because he feels threatened, Diego.
I'm telling you, bro. If something happened to me, it's gonna be. I don't care, bro.
You got a problem? Come over here.
No, I'm not coming over there, bro.
Come over here, bro.
No, bro. You don't want me to do that, bro. Nah, bro.
Amira, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. I didn't shut the up. I didn't think you can laugh at me.
I'm telling you, bro.
I was talking to her.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm recording this because if somebody put their hands on me, bro. If somebody put their hands on me, it's gonna be a problem.
But I'm not talking about you guys. Get out of here.
I'm gonna record this shit, bro. I'm gonna record this. Let somebody put their hands on me. I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy, but if somebody put their hands on me, I'm going crazy.
Take a shot for every time you said bro in the entire clip. No, actually don't do that. I would rather you not die from alcohol poisoning because he said bro a very many times in there. Moving along from that though, it's like if you're the guy in the you can hear him just faintly in the background. If you were a man, you would understand. It's like I'm a man and I understand that you're completely stupid. Haha, I said the channel name. Look at me. Like, yeah, I get it. It's probably not fun to see that sometimes, but you know, it's one of those things where if you're that insecure about it that you're going to go immediately confront the guy who was sitting in the jacuzzi first before your partner jumped in there, then I think you have some problems you need to address. And also, is it just me or did one of the girls back there threaten to call the boyfriend's mum? That's funky.